There once lived a king who had everything a human could desire. He had endless wealth, powerful armies, magnificent palaces, but above all, he possessed the one thing that destroys every soul: arrogance. He used to say, "Who can defeat me? I am the god of this land." But one night, something shook the empire of Babylon in a way no one could ever imagine. No sword struck, no arrow was fired, no mighty army attacked. Just a creature so small, so insignificant that it could barely be seen. And yet, before it, Nimrod's massive army became completely helpless. And in the end, that arrogance was crushed into dust. In ancient Iraq, near the land of Babylon, there existed a kingdom ruled by only one voice: Nimrod. The Qur'an does not mention his personal name, but according to Tafsir ibn Kasir and historical narrations, this ruler was known as Nimrod, a king so powerful, so arrogant that people trembled at the sound of his footsteps. Cities stood in the shadow of his palace. Humanity had bowed its neck before his pride. Nimrod declared, "I give sustenance, I give life, I give death." He was not just a king, he claimed to be God. One day, a royal astrologer came to Nimrod and said, "A child will soon be born. He will destroy your kingdom and shatter your claim of being God." Even inside golden palaces, Nimrod's face turned pale. He immediately gave a brutal command: "No child shall be allowed to live. Every newborn boy must be killed." The streets filled with screams, mothers wept, blood soaked the footsteps of oppression. But when Allah decides to protect someone, He closes every door of the world and opens one special door of His own. The mother of Prophet Ibrahim A.S. took refuge in a mountain cave. Silence surrounded her. Then suddenly, a light appeared, a nur, divine light spread through the darkness, and Prophet Ibrahim A.S. was born. While outside, the darkness of tyranny swallowed the world. Inside that cave, Allah was preparing a light that would change the destiny of generations. Question for viewers: which prophet could speak to animals and jinns? Write your answer in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now so we stay motivated to bring you more powerful content. Jazakallah khair. When Ibrahim A.S. emerged from the cave, he looked at the world around him. Stars, the moon, the sun, all moving in perfect order. This is where his journey began. According to the Qur'an, Ibrahim's father, named Azar, a famous idol maker, Ibrahim A.S. grew up in a house filled with idol worship. But from childhood, one question burned in his heart: what is truth? Who is the one controlling all of this? His people worshipped stars, they bowed to the moon, they prostrated before the sun, but all of them disappeared. Ibrahim's heart cried out, "These are temporary. God cannot be temporary." One day he asked his people, "Can these stones hear you?" They laughed and said, "These are the gods of our forefathers." He replied, "They cannot harm you. They cannot benefit you. Then why do you worship them?" Anger filled the air. "O Ibrahim, you speak too much." But Ibrahim did not stop. His mission was Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. One day, when the people left the city for a festival, Ibrahim entered the temple. Silence echoed beneath the domes. He raised his axe. One by one, the idols fell, broken, shattered, and on the shoulder of the largest idol, he placed the axe. When the people returned, they screamed, "Who has done this?" They said, "It must be Ibrahim." He was brought to the court. "Did you destroy our gods?" they asked. Ibrahim replied calmly, "Ask the biggest idol, perhaps he did it." They shouted, "You know they cannot speak." And Ibrahim answered, "If you know they cannot speak, cannot move, cannot benefit or harm, then why do you worship them?"
This voice reached the palace of Nimrod. Ibrahim was brought before him, a throne on one side, an army on the other, and one man with faith. Nimrod roared, "You deny my divinity?" Ibrahim replied gently, "My Lord gives life and gives death." Nimrod laughed, "I do that too." He freed a woman and executed another. Then Ibrahim said words that shook the throne. "My Lord brings the sun from the east. If you are God, bring it from the west." Silence. The Qur'an says the disbeliever was left stunned. Truth always gives two choices: submit or burn it. Nimrod chose fire. A fire was built so massive the earth had never seen anything like it. Birds could not fly near it. Ibrahim A.S. was tied and thrown into the flames. The world held its breath. And then Allah commanded, "O fire, be cool and peaceful for Ibrahim." Fire lost its nature. Instead of burning, it became comfort. Ibrahim stood unharmed, alive. But Nimrod was destroyed from within. According to Tafsir Ibn Kasir, Allah sent a tiny mosquito, one mosquito, against an entire empire. It entered Nimrod's nose and reached his brain. Pain crushed his arrogance. The man who claimed godhood died begging for relief. A king defeated by a mosquito. This story is not history. It is a warning. Arrogance still exists. Power still deceives. Ask yourself, is there a small Nimrod inside me? If yes, light the flame of Tawheed and share your thoughts in the comments.